So the World Radio League, bringing amateur radio to the 21st century, started back in 2023, about August, September of 2023. We were founded by the creator of Ham Radio Prep, which here in the States is a licensing course that follows our licensing system. And after creating that, bringing a whole bunch of new users into the market, our CEO, James, decided to go ahead and start a brand new, modern, up-to-date logging software. And that's how World Radio League was born, built for beginners and for modern, easy-to-use logging. So what makes this unique? Well, first of all, the look and feel. Our operating focus features are front and center. So you can see where people are operating, how they're operating. We've got these globe views. We've got all kinds of map views, and we'll take a look at that in our live demo here in just a few minutes. But you've also got ways to find members that are located near you. All kinds of these options to see where people are, how they're operating. Kind of get a good feel for what's going on, in a particular given day. Now, getting started logging contacts is quite easy, and once again, we'll take a look at that in just a moment. But we also have these leaderboards. This here is a weekly leaderboard. The one on the excuse me, the one on the left side of your screen here is a weekly leaderboard, and that shows the top operators for the week. And then there at the bottom of the screen is our daily leaderboard showing our top operator of the day, top country, top state, longest DX, so on. So this is our various logging interfaces. We have the general logbook template, and we have a POTA logbook template, and with more templates coming very soon. We have a complete web and mobile experience with cloud synced logging, so you can operate from any device. The mobile app operates offline, and we do have a desktop app that's coming actually quite soon, and that will be offline as well. So you can log your contacts offline. You can sync them to the cloud. The cloud is your one true source of data, syncs all your data on the cloud, and contains all that information, keeps it there in one spot for you. We also have this fantastic mobile app that is great for POTA operators. You can use it for general logging. It's geared for parks on the air, and very soon we will be adding summits on the air and worldwide flora and fauna, as well as some islands on the air features to that mobile app. So that feature is actually in testing now, and we hope to have that one released within the next few weeks. Our live contesting platform. This is a screenshot from the map from the recently ended CQ Worldwide DX contest. And that just gives you an idea of our live map and leaderboard. You can see, what operators are operating from where, how many contacts they're getting in what directions. This kind of gives you a good feel for how the band conditions are. We also have our contest logging interface, which adds any particular exchange fields so that you have those handy, so you can add those exchanges in. Now, if you don't mind, I will be presenting a live demo of our software. Let me see here. There we go. Here is World Radio League. So this is our interactive globe. These are real contacts that have been logged in the past few hours. You can move around on this globe, see contacts, where they are, what operators have made them, who they've contacted. If you hover over one of these lines, it shows you the contact, who made the contact, who they contacted, and so on. So then we also have, these are the most recent contacts. You can view an entire list of these contacts logged over the past few hours. And this gives you a good feel for who's on the air. If you're looking for somebody in particular, you can search their call sign to see if they're on the air. That's our home page. We also have a few of our daily leaderboards on this page, featured member section, and It's pretty basic. You can start a general logbook or a POTA activation from this page. So pretty quick, easy to use. Then also we have the My Profile page. Now this you can customize this in various ways. You can add, your complete bio. We're going to be adding something very soon. We're working on it right now. We're down here in the biography section. You can add iframe components. So you can add your parks on the air stats, different things like that. You also get awards for various things. We're working on adding more awards, such as 100 DX contacts, 50 states, various awards, and those will be added. You can add those to your featured awards if you'd like, but they will be available in your profile. Now you can this logbook section here. This is your complete logbook. We actually do set our logbook structure up in a different way than a lot of people have. Our logbook structure contains your master logbook, which you can see here on your profile page. Then you can create individual logbooks, and they're all compiled into your master logbook. But on this log contacts page, you have individual logbooks here that are split into however you want to split them up. I split all my POTA activations off separately. Individually, I do sometimes different days I do on a different logbook. Each contest is its own logbook. So, it's really there to customize however you'd like. You can import ATIF files, you can export ATIF files, and we actually have a feature coming next week where you can merge logbooks, you can bulk edit contacts, you can, do some of that more advanced contact editing. But currently, is actually very easy to edit contacts individually. First of all, I'll show you a contact here I did actually today on 2 meters FM through a repeater. So you can see here, it shows up nicely on this map. You can download this as an image, share it like a QSL card, basically a digital QSL card. You can copy a link and share this interactive map if you'd like. And if you want to edit the details of the contact, just click the edit button. You got all these details. You can add your radio, your antenna. You can change frequency, power, anything you'd like here. And just click the update contact button, and that changes those details. Now, we also have an entire spotting section. So you can find this within an individual logbook. In fact, I'll just pull one up for you right quick. There we go. You have a QSO map here. Let me find a logbook that has more QSOs in it. Here we go. So you can pull up your QSO map, and it shows all your contacts within that particular logbook. You can share that map just like you share an individual QSO. But we also have this spotting tab here. So this is live data from Parks on the Air and our own spotting system within our logbook, both combined into here. And it's really simple to use. You just copy one of these to your log, and then once it's copied to the log fields, you can just click log contact. Excuse me. You can click log contact, and it logs those into your logbook. So we have the separate spotting page, so you can view all these spots on a map. You can hover over one, see who it is, where they're operating, what band and mode they're operating, how long ago they were spotted, all those kinds of details. And then you also have this section down here as well. And you can switch this back between table and grid view, back and forth, and you got your copy to log button over here. Now, we also have our leaderboard section. This is our weekly leaderboard. We'll let this data load right quick. My internet's being used quite heavily with the live stream, so it's taking just a moment, but we'll let it load. We have top operators by mode. We have most contacts overall. Looks like AA4WX. Josh is at the top spot with 320 contacts this week. We have longest distance, most DX contacts. We have a US state leaderboard right here, and a country leaderboard. And you can just hover over those countries and states and find out who the top operator is for each of those areas. This is our contesting suite. So This is where we're making advances in the community that few are actually making at this point. I'll show you for demonstration purposes our CQ Worldwide DX contest. You can see here we've got all the contest information with links to take you to the rules and the website. Looks like we had 52 contesters using our platform this time. We list all the information for the contest on the page. You have your real-time leaderboard here. And of course, this contest is over, but you can view the leaderboard and the map. As you can see, there were many contacts. This thing turned into a kind of a spider web after the contest started due to all the people using and logging contacts. And then we have just a really simple to use UI here for logging those contacts with, once again, you have your exchange field here, and you got your total points, your total QSOs, and your current ranking on the leaderboard. Now, currently we score points using 1 point per contact. We are in the process, kind of in the design phases of building out our contesting platform to allow for more point systems. And we are actually partnering this in 2026 with the WRTC, the World Radio Sport Team Championship, to be their logger for the WRTC 2026. So we'll be building out a lot of these features in order to kind of be the logger that they can use for that, with leaderboards for them, and a lot of the contesting features that they will want us to have. And then those features, of course, they're not just for WRTC. They will be features that we can use for a long time to come, for as kind of a basis to build even more contesting features on top of. We have a Find Members Near Me button here. This is really handy because you can open up a map, scroll out, you can find World Radio League members that are in your area. You can see them start to pop up here. Looks like I have a few around this area. And you just pull this map up, see if anybody's using World Radio League near you. Somebody you might want to reach out to them. Especially if you're a new operator, you can use this to help you find friends and mentors in the ham radio community. Now, we also have a community chat section. I'll just go ahead and open this up quickly here and show you, and then we can move on to the Q&A portion. But you have a community section here where people can get in here and chat and open up new discussions. You can talk about discussions that are already here. We have many discussions already started, lots of people chatting in here. So feel free to go over and join the community and join some discussions over there. Thank you.
I've just got one thing a question to start off with. The Australian take up, what are we sort of looking at there? Have you had a strong take up in Australia of the WRL?
We've had a few members join from Australia. We haven't had a whole lot as of yet, but we have had quite a bit of interest. We've had a few users join us. Yes.
Okay. No, because we'll get the word out. That's part of what this is about. So it's good. And we certainly have a World Radio Sport person in the room who I think who gave us a wonderful talk on it a little while ago. So certainly we'll be looking at that functionality. Any questions up the back? Can we grab a microphone for them?
Hey Andy, it's Marty, VK4KC. I joined the software shortly after you did your live stream with Callum and showed the software through his channel. So I was keen to join and have brought in a few logbooks and various things like that. But my question, which I have put on your request page, but I just wanted to see where you're up to with it, is when will WSJTX be linking in live so that I don't have to import WSJTX logs?
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Marty. First of all, for the question. Thank you for joining the platform. Yes, WSJTX is definitely on the roadmap. We have so many great things coming very soon. But yes, that one will probably we're going to be working. We're going to be focusing more towards the contesting features after probably the end of the year. We're going to be turning kind of our focus to get more prepared for WRTC. So between now and then we'll probably get some preliminary work out of the way on that integration, and then hopefully by I'm going to say probably by early next year, probably by somewhere between January and March is when I'm projecting to have that done. We'll know for sure when we get a little bit closer, but I would say between January and March of 2025.
Fantastic. I think Tom over here.
BK7 GM. How much does it cost, and who's your biggest competitor?
Who's our biggest competitor? Well, okay, so how much does it cost? First of all, I'll answer that one. That's the easy one. So, basic logging, entirely free. You can sign up for an account, no cost. If you want to import more than 3,000 contacts, you will need to sign up with a paid account. If you want to import, that's importing contacts. Logging, basic logging, always free, free forever, and we don't intend to change that. If you're importing ATIF files, more than 3,000 contacts, you will need an account, a paid account. And the basic account is, I believe, $35. The premium account somewhere around $67, $68, and then the VIP account is just over 100, something like $108 or something like that.
Cool. Tom. There you go. Cool.
Oh, I forgot the second part of his question. I'm sorry. He had a second part of his question. Who's our biggest competitor? I'll say there are a few competitors on the market in different spaces. We gear a lot towards POTA, Parks on the Air, and there are some new a couple of new loggers and one or two older ones that have been on the market for a while that I would consider probably our competitors in that space, but they don't really carry over to competitors as far as the contesting space. In the contesting space, we really honestly don't have that many competitors that do what we do. It's more just the old, your old basic N1MM, N3FJP, just those basic offline loggers that people have used and loved for years. And we don't expect to just completely gain that entire market overnight. We're building an offline desktop app that we'll be releasing hopefully in the next couple of months that will kind of create that feel. It will be a much more modern look and feel, but it will be that offline desktop logging experience. We'll add things like integrations with WSJTX. We'll probably be adding cloud logging integrations with N1MM, and possibly for those hardcore contesters who want to continue using N1MM but who want to log contacts into the cloud, we may be adding that integration later. But at this point, on the contesting side of things, who do the live scoreboards, that sort of thing, we don't have that much competition in that space as far as I know at this point. Nothing that we've really run into.
Good evening for your time, Andy. My name's Lance. I have a question around user-defined contests. So it sounds like at the moment any contest support needs to be developed by you guys. Obviously, if we wait for you to support our domestic contests, they will never be supported. Does your roadmap have the option for user-defined contests?
Yes, we are planning on doing that at some point down the road, but currently our system is such that if you send me an email saying, could you build this contest into your platform, I can 100% build that add that contest to our platform. It's a matter of a few buttons on my end. So if you want me to add any contests from your regional area, feel free to always send me an email, andy@worldradioleague.com. and I will get your contest added to our slate, and it will be there. Like I said, our point system won't exactly match your point system yet. We will be building that out probably before we build out user-defined contests. So yeah, if you have, but any of the details, like, you know, you can have your leaderboard there with a point equals a contact, basically. A contact equals a point, basically. So, you know, it will that will be how it's set up right now. But any of those contests, I can add. You can have the map. You can have all the people show up on the leaderboard. Yes, just send me an email with the details or a link to the website of your contest. I can absolutely add it in a matter of 5 or 10 minutes.
You just signed yourself up for, Andy.
Well, that's very exciting, and I'm glad to hear that your custom scoring facility will be fairly soon. I've got a challenge for you. Our field day is next weekend with a rather unique set of scoring requirements. I'll send you our contest details, and you can see what you can do.
I can absolutely implement the your field day, but I won't be able to implement your scoring system by then.
Fantastic.
But,
Other
yes.
questions over here? Richard?
Getting there.
That's right, mate. I just wanted to
While
see
you're
you
going
come
over to
here.
him, while you're
Richard,
going to him-
VK7 LCS, Andy.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just a quick one. Could you elaborate on the downloading ability of those logs? Can you bulk log your profile effectively download, or do you have to do the individual logs?
Yes, so you'll be able to do a bulk export as of, we're targeting Monday, but it could be mid next week. But yes, you'll be able to do a bulk download of all of your contacts, a section of your contacts that contains a specific parameter that you set. You know, we have a QSO manager, a full QSO manager coming next week.
Okay, final question down here at the front. Oh, no, there's a couple here. Right here, Steve. And then we'll go up to Ben.
Thanks for that, Andy. The name's Praj, VK7, Mike Papa Bravo. Just to follow on from that question about downloading, what if I use other logging platforms? So let's say QRZ or ClubLog. Is there some way of pulling the data in from there as opposed to having to download the entire thing, upload it again? And there's a second part to this question. I have more than one call sign. How does that work with World Radio League? I've set up an account ages ago. I think I did it about the same time when Marty did after I watched the video with Callum. But I'm still not very sure about how that works in terms of pulling information in.
Absolutely. So yeah, integration with QRZ and LOTW, those services has not been established yet. We do imports by ADIF only at this point. Those are absolutely 100% on the roadmap. But once again, we have, with all of our activities and our QSO manager, that's been a really big kind of a core piece of our functionality that's taken quite a few. It's taken about 4 or 5 weeks to develop, and that one will be releasing very soon, and then we'll be able to build a lot of things on top of that. Hopefully including QRZ and LOTW in the near future, but it is absolutely on our roadmap, and I'm hoping it will be in the near future because that's one that I would like to be able to use myself. But we'll see, you know, when exactly when we can target that. We'll have a better feeling probably for that here in a few weeks after we release QSO Manager and desktop app. We'll probably have a little bit better feel as to when we can target those releases. And your other question was multiple call signs. Let me just show you something right quick. Is my screen still up there, Hayden?
Yes, yeah, it's still on the screen.
Okay, perfect. Let me just go here. Now, if you're in a logbook, you can click the settings wheel here, and you can change the call sign for this logbook. In fact, you don't even have to go into settings, if I recall. Yes, you can click this button right here, change the call sign, and select call sign type, and that will apply to any future contacts in that logbook. It won't apply retroactively, so you want to set that before you start logging, but you can use that to switch call signs while you're logging contacts.
That's great. Thank you.
Ben.
Hi there, Andy. Ben, VK7BN here. Very interesting app, but like with a lot of online services, they tend to only be around as long as someone's keen on paying the bills. I'm just wondering, like, you've got this fantastic roadmap. Funding-wise, is it just like are you still going to be around in 2 years, or can you foresee yourself being around in 2 years based on your current funding models and the like, or is it going to be a case of one day, in 2 or 3 years' time, you're going to turn around and go, oh, we're about to, end the project, download your data, you've got one month.
Totally understand understand the question. Absolutely. So I'm not going to get into all the details of our funding, but we are a co-company with Ham Radio Prep, which is primarily in the States, but it's a fairly big platform in the States. We I foresee us being around. Let me put it this way. I think our plan is to be around for at the very least, the next few decades. So we aren't planning on going anywhere anytime soon. We're planning on staying right here. We've got more than one great developer, and we are, some really good team members, and we are planning on sticking with it and expanding, rather than shrinking our company size, and continuing to hammer out fantastic new features. And like I said, we have the foreseeable future stacked with new features, and we don't intend to quit anytime soon. And so far we've got the funding to do so for the foreseeable future. It always helps if you buy a membership, but we do have the funding for the foreseeable future to keep it running for quite some time.